Hey guys, it's me, Adradix again, and it's been a while, but I am back, and today I've been brought back to make a video about the new characters that have been trip marketed the past today and yesterday, I'm pretty sure, or they dropped like midnight, or at least it's the second character that I'll go into in a little bit, did, and these are presumably 5.5 characters or 5.4. Dude, I don't even remember, but it's one of those. Editor should put something down here to clarify which version it is, but 5.5, I mean 1.5. What the hell? So, first off, with these characters, I'm gonna just go give my basic thoughts, just what I see in front of me, then I'll read the little detail, and then I'll go into a little bit more detail about what I like about them, or potential whether or not you should pull for them or not. But we will begin with Feixiao. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. But she is a Wind Hunt 5-star character, and she is a Foxian, part of the the Lofu. She's part of the Lofu. I'm not going to try to pronounce that. I am just butchering everything today. I'm extremely tired, but we move on. The show must go on. But my initial thoughts, another fox woman, fox person. We have I don't know how to pronounce his name either, but back-to-back fox people. She looks badass. I'm not gonna lie. Her design is similar to Ruan Mei in the sense of her, like, hey there, I see you watching. And he sees you watching. So you better like, comment, and subscribe, or he'll get it. I'll turn Luca into a chinchilla soup. So for him, please, comment, like, subscribe. Now back to your regularly scheduled program. Ain't that right? Dress thingy, kind of? But she also has like a waistcoat, and the most notorious thing that I really like about this character is what looks like a gunblade. I think gunblades are so badass. I remember building Hexac gunblade on LeBlanc every match when that was an item, and that was fun as hell, one-shotting people. But she has a gunblade. It seems like that's going to be her weapon of choice. She also has a flag or a banner. She presents almost like a leader. I'm only thinking of like the banner from Bronya when she like uses her ult and that's all you see. But that's the vibes I'm getting. But she's obviously a hunt DPS, or she's most likely a DPS. Well, she's most likely a DPS, right? We don't know whether she's gonna be like break effect. I really doubt they're gonna do back-to-back break effect hunt DPS characters, especially with March coming out as well, the new form of her for free, if I remember correctly. But those are my initial thoughts on Feixiao, and so we'll go into her little description that Honkai gave us on their Twitter. The Merlin's Claw is what's written in the books, and the Great General is what people call me. The former sounds too formal, the latter too exaggerated. Neither suits me. I prefer my own title, the Lacking General. Lacking in worries, regrets, and rivals. Okay, so just based off that, she is a general, which I was kind of getting leadership vibes from her banner and her cloak, and just her, I guess, her aesthetics. But we'll continue. The Jianju Yaoqing's Merlin's Claw, and with his 7 Arbiter Generals. If I remember correctly, that is what Jinyuan is too. So she is one of those generals. Similar power level. Probably gonna gap Jinyuan. So rip to all the Jinyuan mains. He is mid, and he is getting replaced by Feixiao. Hopefully I don't get cancelled. But we'll continue. Her personality, I don't know why I said it like that, my bad. Her personality is unrestrained and frank, dashing and straightforward. She is skilled in all forms of martial arts and has honed herself in the supreme weapon. She is widely adorned by Zhaozhou soldiers and civilians alike as the Great General. However, she bears the burden of moon rage affliction. If she were to hunt down all the abominations in a limited lifetime, the only enemy Feixiao would be herself. So moon rage affliction is quite interesting, because that's not the same thing that Why can't I remember name? But that's not the same affliction that where they get too old and they kind of go schizo. A moon rage affliction. I don't think we've seen that in the story. It sounds like lycanthropy, like lycanthropy. So she like turns into a fox or like a werewolf, a werefox. That's what I'm getting vibes from. But interesting. She sounds, again, I'm gonna bring back that League of Legends terms, but she hunts abominations. The only abomination left, if she were to hunt all of them, would be herself. That kind of reminds me of Vayne, because isn't she like part demon after her whole lore thing? It's been a while since I've consumed League lore, but I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. I'm just getting those vibes, and I'm gonna move on to my breakdown about her viability and whether or not you should pull. In my opinion, Feixiao, it could be something useful on your account. It is a hunt, may not be great in MOC, but definitely in the single boss late game mode. But if you don't have wind DPS, the only wind DPS you could get, you don't have a traditional wind DPS in the sense of like a normal crit build, because you only have Blade, which was very early on. You have Sampo, who's dot, and you have Black Swan, who's also dot. You have Don Hang, who's 4-star and still very early on character, so she kind of fits the new win DPS that we've been lacking, other than Blade. And even now, I would say Blade is not that great, and that hurts me a lot. Even with Jade, I skipped Jade, but she also buffs Blade. But I think a new 5-star who's singularly a win DPS might be a good pull if you don't have that coverage. I'm not pulling because Blade is my one and only, and he's all I need. But she might be somewhat good. It depends on what she goes, what her abilities are. The banner is kind of giving me like a self buff kind of vibe for her ability, and that like enhances her auto attacks or something, or it could be like a buff to allies. No idea. That's just something I'm getting from her pose, but who knows. However, we will carry on to the next most recent drop, and it is Lingsha. She is Abundance Fire, so she is a new sustainer, which we already kind of have in Gallagher, but I'll go into that a little bit further. I really do like the little bunny things. Very cute. She's giving me, I don't know what she's giving me. Can't really decipher much. She is very red at her limbs, or expenditures, so definitely I would assume not human, but oh, I see scales, so I'm thinking like Imbibitor, like Bailu-esque. But I can see the little healings, the herbs, not herbs. I thought she was in a hookah for a second and just smoking the Zaza, but it doesn't seem so. She looked good. She looks pretty good, actually. She's very stunning. Do like the little, I hope you get those little rabbits in her thing, or in her ability, but we'll see. So, I'll read on her quote. I'm a Vidyadhara, born and raised on the Lofu, so yes, she is a Dragonborn, or Dragon Race, or whatever Bailu and Imbibitor Lune are, and I once studied the healing arts under the name of Danju, but my master became bogged down in politics, and was banished to a place far from home. I followed her there. Now that I've changed my name and come home, many complicated feelings have returned. Okay. Interesting how that'll tie into the story, but we'll read on. The new Cauldron Master, the Jianju Lofu Alchemy's commission. I thought that was what Homeboy was. The Nihility Foxian? I don't want to even try to say his name, but interesting. Maybe some conflict there in the future story, but we'll continue. An intelligent, quick-witted Vidyadhara healer, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Please don't flame me. She has a sharp sense of smell and often uses this to diagnose illnesses, as well as utilizing incest to calm the minds of others. She is adept at dealing with complicated social relationships, though she might be fuming inside, her expression would remain calm and serene. Interesting. A little bit of character development, I guess, at the end. I don't know if that was necessary, but Fire Abundance. We'll talk about her viability in the sense that is she just going to be a Gallagher 5-star? Is what I'm getting. It really depends on what she does. I really doubt she's only going to be a healer, because we've kind of moved away from that notion in the sense of most sustains doing more than just healing. It's no more Locha with the only literally the only thing he does is heal, and same with Bailu. Ho Ho only she also heals, but she has the attack buff. We get some DPS from Gallagher and Adventuring, and I can't really. Fushuan gives you crit, everything. They all have buffs. They're all mini buffers in a sense on top of healing. And I have a feeling that she will also be that. Whether it be she maintains the break effect meta and is another character for that, and might be a good new healer for that break effect team, of whether it's your Firefly or your what should I call Bootlicker. But we already kind of have Gallagher in that position. Do they replace him with a 5-star this early? I wouldn't put it past them, but she could go into dots. I mean, Huohuo kind of is that default dot character sustain that you use with your dot team, but she's only good because she gives you bonus attack. Lingsha could just give you like buffs to dots itself. Don't really know much. It just really depends on what she does, and that really determines on her viability. But I do feel like recent supports have been kind of uber broken, so I feel like you should probably pull for her. I also have a inclination that Huohuo will be rerunning, so whether you want to pull for Huohuo or Lingsha, I would say wait. Hopefully Huohuo's not the first banner. I would just wait and see what kind of team you have, because if you do have a Yunli, or if you have pulled a Firefly or a Boot Hill, she might be good if she is in that break effect meta, or if she's gonna fill in another team, like maybe Dots is the only thing I can think of, because we do have Adventuring for that follow-up team comp. I can't really think of anyone else. She could be a crit dealer or a crit booster buffer. Who knows? It's very early, but all in all, this could be a pretty good patch for a lot of people. I'm probably not going to pull for the win DPS, but I might pull on Lingsha because I do need some new supports, some new healers. Just some varieties, especially if she is break effect. I really don't want to build Gallagher, and I'd rather just build her, so I'll probably wait, but we'll see. Anyways, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please make sure, if you did, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe. I'm a little bit rusty on this, so hopefully this video isn't terrible. But I'll see you next time.